Hey guys, we're live. Welcome. You get to witness history in the making today. We're broadcasting live this Saturday, March 4th, 2023, of course. And today it marks a momentous occasion for us all. I'll get into that in just a minute. You see, our number one commitment on this channel here at Matchmaking RT has always been to keep it raw and real for you guys. And we've done some pretty crazy videos over our 5 years, but today, yeah, we've upped it a notch. I'd say we've taken it up to where it's over the top, but you be the judge. I'll get to that in just a minute. Before I'm going to let you in on today's little secret, I'm going to play a video for you, an intro video of a harrowing story from Billy the Kid, we call him. Okay, so here's Billy the Kid's story, and I'll be right back to share our little secret today.
After I sent her the money, she disappeared. I Googled her name and boom, it was like she was all over 10 or 15 other dating sites. I saw her name on a scam site. One guy said he gave her like over $100,000, which totally, I was shocked. I was really putting my whole heart in, 100%. There was nights actually when I would sit and I would start to cry.
Welcome, Billy.
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
Fantastic. First question is, why could you not find, your future wife in America? What was that like for you?
It's been a journey. I was married once. I thought I was marrying my best friend, and I actually kind of did. But there wasn't the love. We were in love. We loved each other, but we weren't in love. Found out there was a difference.
And what is your work?
I'm a business owner, run a courier transportation business. So I've been looking in Ukraine now for about 2 years, out of pocket around $10,000, could be a little bit more. I started with a dating site called .com, where you just pay monthly and you can write as many women as you want. Started talking to a woman. We talked for approximately a week. We talked for a couple of more months. She continuously would ask me for money for various reasons, pay a bill, whatever. But what I started to learn is after I sent her the money, she disappeared. I Googled her name and boom, it was like she was all over 10 or 15 other dating sites. I saw her name on a scam site. One guy said he gave her like over $100,000, which totally, I was shocked. Started looking at some other dating sites. I talked to a couple of women on there, and I had women swearing to me that they were not talking to any other guys. I was the only one. Then I had a friend of mine. He came over, he had a laptop, made a screen name, and I was talking to the one woman I was really interested in. And I had him click on request video chat with her. Boom. He's on video chat with her, and I'm on video chat with her. Again, I'm getting sucked right back in. So that was hard, especially with the first woman, because I was really putting my whole heart in, 100%. There was nights actually when I would sit and I would start to cry. because I thought I had met my one. And that brought me here. I started looking at some marriage agencies and trying to see what's real. Because I don't want that heartbreak. I want something real.
So I was in Ukraine when the war started. I was in Kherson. They started dropping bombs, and my hotel was about a mile from the airport. It took me 4 days to get across Ukraine, seeing the horror that Russia was imposing on the country, seeing the terror of the people, the women and children, and just going through a lot at the border just to get across. And then I actually got turned around and ended up back in Ukraine by myself. I lost my friends. There was a fight at the border. So I ended up, getting frostbite on my feet. I slept outside for 3 days. I lost 22 pounds in 6 days. So my journey was to find love and everything. And then I also got caught up in everything that was happening in the country.
You're famous already on our channel, huh?
I'm getting there, yeah, but I want it to be a good famous.
Yes, well, we want that as well for you, Billy.
The first call, and it was like ice. It was like in the middle of a snowstorm. Victoria, our introduction call was great. It was wonderful. Everything, we seemed to have a real good connection. Everything was great. I brought her flowers. I showed her flowers. I brought her a little gift to try to make it like, if something I would do if we were doing it in person.
Online, right?
Online, yeah.
Online, you didn't meet. Okay.
Yep. She, in turn, went and told, the coaches in the office that I said I wanted to spend days and nights with her, making it feel like she expected that as soon as I got off the plane, she should be waiting at my hotel room in bed for me.
Yes, because it sounds like that. She doesn't have to spend nights with you. She doesn't. She don't have this obligation.
When I was in Ukraine the first time,
never try to speak even this way. Everything should happen naturally.
She started saying to the coach that I was bothering her all the time, or I was trying to push her. She started saying that I wanted to talk all the time.
I'm a girl also. I know how girl behave.
You are a girl? Yeah.
Nice joke.
I want to feel a spark that's making me want to get on that plane to go.
Okay. How do you think spark happens?
By talking and sharing your feelings, your future, what you're looking forward to in the future, what your goals are. Do you have the same same interest?
It sounds like interview.
Why is the guy always in the wrong? Why isn't not the woman's also has some responsibility in making sure that the communication is going strong? Why is it 100% on me? I don't think that's fair.
The feedback that we're seeing is that you're needy.
Now these women are saying I'm needy, and I'm going to defend myself because I just want to communicate.
So listen, Billy. I gotta say this. It's harsh. It's gonna be harsh. It's gonna land on you harsh. Gonna sting a little.
You can say whatever you want.
But you will never be successful unless you ditch the neediness. It's the kiss of fucking death. Neediness. Everybody will run from you. This lady, do you know what she said about you? She asked for Tatiana, how can I lie? I don't want to hurt this guy's feelings. How can I lie to get rid of him? What can I tell him to get rid of him politely? In the right conditions with the right woman that we're crazy about, some of us have simped. I have not only simped, I have been fucking pathetic. Just like me, you gotta figure that shit out or you're not gonna be successful. Do you want the magic pill? 2 texts per fucking week. That's it. And watch the women come to you.
Give me some credit. I am a confident man because I've thrown myself into the lion's den today with all these comments and being here on video. I don't think many men would sit here and go through everything that I'm going through right now.
Hey guys, we're back. So that is basically the intro of Billy the Kid's story as it unfolds. Guys, if you could do me a favor and just vote. There's a live poll right now, and it's basically I'm asking you, do you guys find this really valuable? where a client shares his true story as it unfolds, sweeping nothing under the carpet, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you guys see that. You guys know that. You've experienced that about us over the years. So now Billy, the kid, is here continuing to give it a go after $43,000 in scams in total before match guarantee. And yeah, he just won't take no, right? He's getting back on the horse. And yeah, the big surprise is here. We are bringing you his full story as it unfolds. So yeah, please vote. What do you think? Very helpful, moderately helpful, slightly helpful, or not helpful at all? Because we're doing this because you guys have told us in the past that you really find it valuable. Because I or Anna or Jean or anybody, we can sit here and flap our gums and tell you about this experience and that. And it's all head knowledge, it's all theory. But this way, you get to see it unfolding live with a real client. And ideally, the client is one that is very communicative, very expressive, is going to share his feelings with us and with you, right? And we have that here with Billy. Now, I just want to, in full disclosure, explain to you that Billy is a no wife, no pay client, which is now, as it says, closed. The no wife, no pay experiment is now closed. So the way we did it, we took a small down payment, which just covers our costs, and $4,000 is our cost per client. Okay. And in exchange for us taking all the risk, right? Because we don't essentially get paid. We get the $4,000 that covers our costs if, taking on Billy. In exchange, he signs a full media release. So he agrees that we can follow his entire story, his love story as it unfolds. Although it's been a rocky road for Billy getting going, right? And that's the exchange. So it's our attempt to bring you the most raw and real client story as it folds. And by bringing it as it folds, it's actually impossible to sweep anything under the carpet, which is what I love. You guys are going to get whatever it happens for Billy, you're going to get it, right? We've done it with clients in the past. Jean-Francis, for example, similar full media release deal. Jean-Francis, by the way, is still dating, so he's gotten back on the horse as well. But you can see these guys are having a bit of a go of it. So please, vote. And I'm happy to report from 18 votes already, we have, which is what I understand from the past, 78% of you guys say very helpful, and that's 20 votes. 78%, moderately helpful, 16%, slightly helpful, 5%, not helpful at all. Those are not our fans, but thank you for sharing anyway. Not helpful at all. So thank you guys, and that's why we're bringing it. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this is not a normal client situation. So don't worry if you become a match guarantee client. You're not going to be plastered all media. Billy basically was so afraid, after going what he's gone through, being scammed to the total of about $43,000. That's his recent numbers that he just gave me. That he said, you know what? He was really paralyzed. He was going to become a match guarantee client for some time because he was in the Who Wants to Marry a Foreigner reality TV show audition series. He told his whole story. He was trying to win, but at the end of the day, if he had to fork over, our fee, $10,000 fee now, which, by the way, guys, it's going up soon to 20, right? So if you are considering becoming a match guarantee client, now would be the time to jump in before it's 20. And we're not going to be coming back down. We're only in the future going to be going up as we continue to bring the best services in matchmaking worldwide. And that's according to Google. So, don't worry if you're a conventional client, you'll pay your 10 or 20K fee. You're entitled to full anonymity, full privacy, whatever you want, because you're the full paying client. We do these extraordinary media coverage deals for guys that want a super smoking deal. And for some guys, it fits. By the way, Like I said, we're closed with the no wife, no pay experiment, but we are accepting a list. We're putting together a list. So if you want to be on the list, we might, and I just say might, we might open it up this year, later in the year, for one or two more. It depends how it goes with Billy, right? It needs to be win-win, right? We want him to get married and us to get paid, right? So, I mean, we're not a charity at the end of the day, although sometimes I wonder. So yeah, I'll say quickly hi in chat to everybody. Yes, absolutely, Gregory. I understand your point. Touche. Yeah, kind of like. But do you guys think 90 Day Fiance is rigged or not rigged? Come on. This is not rigged. This is true reality TV you got right here. Good morning, Brendan. Welcome, guys. So not too much. Yeah, great deal for Billy. Great deal for Billy, and we're happy to do that because I mean I'm happy to do that if it helps you guys, right? And we've been told in the past that it really does help you guys. And 23 votes. I'll let you know at the end. So, where is Billy currently? Well, guess what? You're gonna have to watch the series to find out. So we have about another 13 videos to come. Okay, so there's 5 videos currently to catch you up on video on Billy's situation with dating, but there's 5 and they're in the playlist in the description below. And that playlist is going to continue to add as we have another, I think it's 12 or 13 videos coming out as this week and the weeks progress to catch you up to Billy's situation. So yeah, if you want to completely catch all of Billy's love story, watch the 5 videos in the description below. In that, it's actually his coaching call with me. So it's the onboarding process. When you sign up with us at matchguarantee.com/register, you sign up for a coaching call. And it's, I don't do any coaching calls anymore, but I did Billy's because it's my crazy experiment. But mostly Luba or Jana now could be your coach. And so that coaching call with Billy, it's in the description below this video. So you can see what a coaching call is like. Right? And also, we will be releasing all of his lady introductory calls. So you get to see what it's like to actually experience it. You get to experience sort of what it's like to have one of these first dates with us. And that is part of the intro package, which is now it's $297 for the intro package, but that gets you, 10 you choose 10 ladies from our website and you find out which from the 10 are interested in you mutually. Then you get to choose one lady and have one of these calls, a first date with her with a translator on. And, it'll give you a real good gut feeling. You may or may not have a great experience with, a connection with your first date, but it will give you a good gut feeling for our matchmakers, our coaches, and our ladies. And that's the intent, to help you make this big decision, because it is absolutely a life-changing decision. And as you see, like with Billy, with this title, oh, not that title, but the other title that said, I'm pissed at Match. Yeah, because there was a time where, he was pretty choked. He was miffed with us because, sometimes the coaching requires some tough love when we see you guys making the mistakes. And I hope you guys appreciate that. Like in the intro video, I confess to you guys that there were dates and relationships that I had to say to myself, geez, Joe, you're being a fucking simp. You're being a pussy. What are you doing? You're letting her lead you around, call the shots. You're puppy dogging behind her. That's never going to work out well. So I just share with Billy, it looks like you're simping. It really does. So we had to advise him that, and that kind of, rubbed him the wrong way. But that's our job. Our job is to tell you what we see that you're doing wrong, because we want you to be successful, right? And we see you're not going to be successful. For example, if you're simping, puppy dogging behind the lady, right? No woman wants a simp. That's the truth of it. Okay, without further ado, let's play the first. This is just a snippet of the first call he had, the first date he had with Match Guarantee, that he calls her. Well, if you guys caught it on the intro, maybe you didn't. If you didn't, that's okay. You can give your honest opinion right here. But here she is. I believe her name is Anna. Yeah. And let's take a look at this, and I'll be right back.
In Ukraine, where did you live in Ukraine? Because I didn't, it just said in Ukraine. I'm not sure what city or
In
you live
Kiev, in Kiev, capital of Ukraine.
The
And
capital?
you, where are you living?
I live in the state of New York, but I don't live in the big city of New York City. I live north, about 2 hours north of New York City.
Is it
More,
small city?
small. It was the first capital of New York State, so it's not super small. It's not like Kiev. There's not millions of people. Probably maybe 100,000 people. But other bigger cities around, and like I said, New York City's about 2 hours away. I actually was in Kiev in February. I was in Kiev before the war started. I was actually in Ukraine, so I do know a little bit about Kiev. I actually was at the Opera House in the middle of February and saw Swan Lake, which I thought was amazing. The city was actually very beautiful.
So it was it your first visit to Ukraine, or?
It was my second visit. I was in Ukraine back in November. I was in the southern portion, down by Nikolaev, and actually in Kherson, or they call it Kherson, I guess. I was there for about 2 weeks. I went on a tour. I was with some other men. I made some friends actually. And then went back in February. We were actually looking to start a business, me and two other gentlemen. So we went back, but unfortunately then the war started. So that kind of like really killed everything for us at the time, because I literally was in Kherson when the bombs started dropping, and I just rented an office for 2 months and hired workers and everything, and was really looking forward to it because the country, from what I was seeing, was so beautiful. So yeah, it was a great experience, but yet, you know, I was there when the war started, so it took me quite a little bit of time to get out of there. It was pretty serious.
I see.
Do you have family still in Kiev?
For this period, no, because my family members just left the city because of security reasons, and so some part of family just changed the location in Ukraine, and some part of family members just left Ukraine and are here in Germany also. So it depends. And actually, I brought as a refugee my cat with me, so we are yeah.
So you get your cat with you.
Yes.
Hey guys, so that's a snippet. What did you think? It's great that you guys are commenting, and I'm popping up the comments. And you see, you guys get your own feel for if they're a match or not, right? You have your own opinion. And I'll tell you the outcome because it's ancient history now. She seems disinterested. Nothing a little coaching can't fix. And, you know, I might agree with that because, of course, I know the history of what was said about this Anna. And now that I watched the video for the first time, honestly, the first time I watched it, my opinion kind of changing, although it's only a 3-minute segment. But I'll just share with you that Billy called her the ice maiden or the ice queen after that first date, and she was not interested in him. She didn't want to exchange with him, and I don't think he was interested in her as well because he found her very cold. But watching her there, I don't necessarily feel that she was cold. Actually, I think he talked too much, which is which is classic foreigner mistake, right? He needed to, somebody commented that he needed to ask more questions and listen more. He made a big mistake, in my opinion, by saying, yeah, I was in Ukraine. I've been in Ukraine twice. I went to Swan Lake, because of course she's thinking, what was he doing in Ukraine? Of course, oh, great. Here's a player, right? So that's a mistake. Yeah, that was her, the Ice Queen. Yeah. Yeah. So I have. Do I have another? Okay, what I have another video I want to play for you guys. So take a look at her age and beauty level, right? And now let's take a look. Let's go back in history. Remember, Billy was a scam victim, and you guys know what these scam sites. Can you imagine what $43,000 worth of being scammed does to a man's psyche? Right? He's basically brainwashed to believe that these super young hotties, right? You saw the girls that were scamming him before, a little out of his league or what, guys, right? A little. I mean, hello. So it really F's with your mind. And so coming back from $43,000 of brainwash scamming like that, not every man can do. Not every man can do. And by the way, Tim, he won the $10,000 lifetime matchmaking package for winning scam school number 1. If you guys remember, he was scammed out of $100,000, scammed by intent with marriage. That's a nasty story. So everybody felt so much empathy for Tim that he won, and he is, after a long delay, he's moving ahead. He had his first date. She really liked him. She wanted to exchange information, and he didn't want. So that's his prerogative. I hope Tim can come back from $100,000 in scam. I really do. But he's now moving ahead. He's going to have another first date call here soon. So we pray for Tim, because really, guys, I'm happy. I'm really happy to give you our services free or at cost. I mean, Tim is going to actually cost us, right? Because we collected nothing from him, not $1. But of course, he signed a full media release, right? So, but I'm happy, really happy to help you guys, especially you guys that have been scammed. Really, $43,000, $100,000 scam. And if we can help you meet your true love and get married and have a much better life, have a happy life, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. So I want to play for you now Billy's choices for Who Wants to Marry a Foreigner reality TV series edition, which we did, right? I think we ended up close to 30 editions, and Billy edition. And this was the ladies he chose then. Take note. Let's talk about it. And you can see from the ticks and the X's who said yes and who said no. So this is very interesting development of Billy's journey. Okay, so here we go. So what do you guys think of that? Do you see a course correction on Billy's behalf? I mean, yeah, that was 2 out of 10. So 20% acceptance rate, 80% rejection rate. Okay, that's what that was. And that tells us at Match Guarantee that you're way out of zone of success, what we have coined zone of success, right? And You guys can clearly see that, right? These girls are way out of his league. They look more like the girls that were scamming him from the other sites. Why? Because that beauty level and age level, that difference, okay, that's more than 3 SMV point difference spread, okay, and big age gap, right? That's only going to happen in scams world, in fantasy land, scamsville, right? That's not going to happen in the real world of matchmaking, right? So you see the difference, and that's what Billy needed to do if he's going to be successful. He had to course correct. If he didn't course correct, and not every guy can, especially after that kind of scam involvement, $40,000 to $100,000, a lot of guys can't come back from that. They're just blue pill and they can't come back. Billy is, as you'll see from the intro of this video, he's 53 now. So he's been looking for his wife in Ukraine 3 years and 3 months. Okay. 3 years and 3 months. Billy's picking 8 pluses. Well, yeah, more than 8 pluses. Yeah. Well, I would agree with the pluses. Yeah. So I'm just going to catch up on comments. What you guys think here? Keep your head up, Billy. Yeah. And he is, he's getting back on the horse. He's a trooper. He's not giving up. Which what do I tell you guys? I always tell you guys, the only way with us you're going to lose is if you give up on you, because we're not going to give up on you. So you're either out to lunch so far, you just give up, or you give up for whatever reason. But look at Jean Francis. He's still at it. It's years later. He's tried other agencies. He's paid other agencies 10 grand for 5 dates, comes back to us. We're still unlimited. You guys can see what we're all about here. We're unlimited for a reason, because just like if you're fighting for your country, right? No man left behind. That's only right. And if you pay good money to find your match, why could the agency not give you a lifetime guarantee? To me, it's only right, especially if you're paying 10 or 20,000 or more, right? Guys, please remember, Janice Spindle Matchmakers. Google them. They charge $1 million for a match. I mean, $1 million. So there are people that understand the value of finding your soulmate, right? And there's no lifetime guarantee with that. There's no unlimited with that, right? So I know a lot of you guys watching, you think our fees are high, but they're not. By the way, when you look at North American Matchmakers Alliance here, the average fee I'm seeing is around $20,000. And they're not matching you with ladies as beautiful as we can, and with the age gap that we can pull off. Okay. And still high value ladies. They're not able to pull it off. So, okay. Just getting caught up on comments here. Yeah, I would agree. Mid-40s is good for Billy. Hey, Tom, our biggest supporter over at Ukraine Dating. Much appreciated, as always, Tom. And yeah, now is a good time. If you guys are not over at Ukraine Dating, really, again, I'm bringing you guys that channel so that you guys can talk to the beautiful Ukrainian ladies yourself and find out the truth, So if you haven't already, try out ukrainedating.tv. Here's a little plug.
Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day for you. 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Now you have the opportunity to video chat free 7 days a week with different, beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions about all things Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious Ukrainian women tick. Okay, so we will see you live every day over at ukrainedating.tv.
Hey guys, I'm just checking up, getting caught up on some of your comments here. So I'll just go through these quickly because you guys are commenting heavily, which is great. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, well, yeah, 40 grand is a lot to be out of pocket, right? For scammers that have ill intention of being with you, right? They're just unscrupulous, right? So I'm just kind of powering through these comments. Thank you guys for commenting. And please vote. 32 votes already, which is great. Looks like 80% of you are saying, it's tallying in around 80% of you saying it's very helpful being able to follow a client through his whole journey, which is why I'm doing this. Yeah, for you guys. Here's a great question. Is it a new guy, beginner trader? So it's easy to be blunt. The way we do matchmaking now is completely changed. Before, you used to fly into Kiev and you used to do unlimited dating for 2 weeks, right? Unlimited dating. And then you could come back 3 times. So it'd be 4 trips of 2 weeks of unlimited dating in a 2-year. First it was a year, then a 2-year period. That's the way we work. But with the war on now, it's unlimited virtual dating. So you have a video date. Of course, we do matchmaking. We have expert matchmakers. We've been at this for 21 years, Tatiana, our head matchmaker. So she's very good at what she does. So she, as well as you, match you with a potential great match based on a lot of different matchmaking tools we use, such as Love Code, Love Language, etc. And then, yeah, it's unlimited. You have a video date with a translator. If you guys like each other, away you go. And you have to go see her relatively soon, within a couple of months, we recommend. And you fly to her. We don't condone nor recommend any client go to Ukraine right now with this unwavering war, full on. It's just not safe. It's not safe. We don't recommend it. So the lady, if she happens to be in Ukraine, she will meet you in Warsaw or outside Ukraine in some Eastern European, usually, country, but you can meet her anywhere you want. And just to finish off, our success rate is significantly higher. We can't really say right now. It's looking like about a third, so about 30% higher success rate, but it's much faster as well. And by the way, on that note, I'm going to show you at 8 p.m. tonight. Anna will be live with a success story. Where is it here? This success story, Shay and his lady, they've been together for about a year, and Anna will be live with Shay at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. And then next weekend, we have this newlywed couple. You guys remember Julia? She has been in Canada for a while now, since the war started, and Arnold, and don't they make a great couple? So they already tied the knot, and that's been about 3-4 months. A little soon for my liking, but hey, it really has brought up the timeline. The war has just made Ukrainian women, as you can imagine, they're bloody refugees. They have no life anymore, no safety and security. So it's made them a lot more, I would say, focused and serious on starting their family. Whereas before, they had jobs, they had families, they had friends, they had a social life, right? Right? Makes sense, right? Now they have nothing. They have nothing. So, yeah, so that's coming up. And okay, let me look at what we got here for a tally, because I think I'm going to close this live stream. So if you get any burning questions, I'm going to close out here soon. 30 votes, and we have basically 67% very helpful, 17% moderately helpful, and then below that. So yeah, it's 60. So it's still 80%. Basically 80% of you guys are saying, yeah, very helpful. Very helpful. And you guys would like us to continue. So yeah, we will continue with airing Billy's story. We're going to air more lady first dates he's had with us, because it didn't work with either of those first two. I already showed you the first two. Didn't work with those ladies, and Billy has moved on to doing more dating with us. So you'll see how it goes in Billy's future. So I will be bringing these these videos to you live, but we're going to do it live streaming so you guys can ask your questions, because I think that's a really invaluable part of you guys being able to follow a client's story, right? Is that you can say, hey, what happened with this? What is this? So you guys can really granularly understand the relationship, the problems. You can see the client, the issues he might have. You can get your own opinion for the ladies he's dating based on the videos. And we are going to be playing the full videos on the next ones, okay? So they generally, these video dates go for an hour. So probably Jana is going to come on and play them for you, and then she's going to comment and answer your questions and talk to you guys during and after the live stream, okay? So stay tuned on the channel. All of the thumbnails will have Billy's picture, so you will know by his picture. And here are the past ones, by the way. These are in the description. All of these videos are in the description below. So this is his past videos. That was the first one. And then it actually should say 43,000, but and then age does not matter. That this live stream, you know, should I dump her? He was really not sure that relationship. Anyway, this relationship, Billy absolutely, in my fervent opinion, he messed it up. He could have been in a relationship with this lady, but hey, you know, everything happens for a reason. And then he got pissed at this one. I'm pissed at Match Guarantee. So all of these 5 videos with Billy are in the Billy playlist in the description below these videos. So you're welcome to catch up on Billy's full story so that you can really appreciate how his story unfolds in the future. And we will see. It's a mystery, right? We're all learning at the same time, but it is, to me, and as you guys have voted, and thank you for voting, it's the most invaluable way for you to learn, is live through another client's experience who's brazen enough to be scammed 43 grand and get back on the horse, you know, go to Ukraine. Seriously, he was kidnapped. They put him in the back of a van. There was no lock. He couldn't get out of the van. Then he had to sleep outside. He got the frostbite, his toes frostbitten. There was bombing going around him. And all of this has not been enough to deter him from continuing. So say what you want about Billy. I mean, we can call him a simp and all of that because he has simping tendencies. But again, I also was a simp at times. So I think, it's my opinion, every man pretty much was a simp at one point or another in one relationship or another, or in one circumstance or another. But it's all about growing, understanding and growing. So yeah, you'll get to now follow his journey all the way, and we'll see how it pans out for Billy in the end, right? I'm going to just quickly go through some of these comments. If you really want to say something, please say it now. And oh, thank you, Tom. That means a lot. That means a lot. I really sincerely appreciate your positive comments, because we do this for you guys. We really do. I know what it takes to be successful and to find somebody of Anna's high quality, you know, caliber, because I've been there, done that, right? And you guys know my journey was not really an easy one. It took me like 3-4 years, right? A lot of dating, 50 different women dating. So, and I always tell you guys, I made pretty much every mistake in the book. The only thing, I didn't get caught up with the online PPL dating. That's the only thing I didn't really do. But otherwise, pretty much, I made every mistake out there. So I always feel it's best to teach from mistakes, and confessing one's own mistakes. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to waste time and take unnecessary chances when you're 59 or 57, because, you know, well, we ain't getting any younger, are we? We don't have time for you know, mistakes anymore, especially stupid mistakes that could have been prevented, that absolutely could have been prevented. And by getting an education in what makes Slavic women tick, that's the best way to prevent your future mistakes when you're in a relationship. Well, I'm not going to tell you that. You're going to have to watch all the videos and catch up on his. But I will have another live stream with him after we catch up on all of the videos. Billy is the first, and that's why I say this is, something new at Match Guarantee, is because Billy is the first one. We recorded everything. There's every single correspondence with Billy, pretty much. Has been on video. Now, Luba was Billy's first coach, so you're going to see Luba coaching Billy. And then Billy basically fired Luba and said, I want a new coach. But I mean, Luba is a sweetheart, and she's a great coach. But I guess they rubbed each other the wrong way or whatever. And so I passed Billy on to Jana, and now Jana is Billy's coach. And I'm also Billy's coach. Actually, I will be talking to him right now. Wow, at 1 p.m. I'll be talking to him. So I actually got to go to talk to Billy live right now. So let me just go through some of these questions before. Yeah, I think I'm caught up with the questions now. Okay. Okay, so I'm just powering these questions through these questions here. Transactional. I mean, guys, relationships are always transactional, if you're going to be honest about it, right? I mean, think about it in the most extreme example. I mean, whether it be a man or a woman, if somebody becomes a paraplegic, or can't speak anymore, or becomes extremely handicapped, I mean, how many of those couples actually survive that? So when you take it to the extreme level, all relationships are transactional. But I would completely disagree with this comment with Ukrainian women. It's less transactional, is my point. And I have a lot of experience with this, whether you guys want to take it or not. But Ukrainian women are less materialistic, less demand for money, material things, stuff like that. They're more committed to their man. They're more traditional. So they have those traditional values instead of stuff and possessions like we have become in the West. So in terms of relationships being more or less financially transactionable, okay, less in Ukraine than the West. Take it from me. I know what I'm talking about. You're welcome to disagree, but let's look at my experience and yours, because the thing is about opinions. They're kind of like an asshole. Everybody has one. Okay. But it's like Warren Buffett said, it's how stupid is it? I love this quote of Warren Buffett, but it's true. Wall Street is the only place on earth where people ride in on the subway to give advice to those that take the Rolls Royce in, right? So be careful who you take advice from. All right. So that's it, guys. I'm going to let you go now. Stay tuned for all of the Billy videos coming your way. And again, if you want, we're closed right now, but if you want to get in on a no wife, no pay experiment deal, if you think you're up for a full media challenge like this, where we follow you like we are Billy, you can go fill out the application. It's in the description below, and we will maybe, I shouldn't promise, we will maybe open it up later this year for one or maybe two more of these deals. So if you don't have the budget for us, if you can't afford us, it's one of your options. But do please keep in mind, the reality is this is not a cheap venture. Finding a wife in Ukraine, it does take a man that has a nest egg, that has a home. If you rent, it's really tough. So that's just the God's honest truth. Okay, so we'll see you guys next time. And bye for now.